Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Dual Destinies. Previously, we began the game, and boy, it really just threw me right in there, didn't it? Like a bomb went off in the courthouse, and we're introduced to this new character, Athena Psyches, and Apollo's injured, and Phoenix is back as a lawyer, and so many interesting things going on. I have so many questions. I also got a few things wrong previously. I was mistaken. Athena has not been with the Wright Anything Agency for 1.5 years, it's just 0.5 years. And for that matter, I realized Apollo's age. He's 23 in this game. I think I read he was 18 or 17 in Ace Attorney 4. So that means it's been 5 whole years since then. Give or take one. And wow, that has me feeling a lot of things. 5 whole years, that's a huge time skip, you know? And it has me wondering what's taking Phoenix overhauling the court system so long. Well, these things don't happen overnight. Maybe he's building up to something. We'll have to see. Anyway, we got our first cross-examination here. Ted Tonate. Ugh. We know this guy's the killer. Well, actually, no, we don't. We know he's the man behind the bomb, but we don't know if he actually killed Candace Harm. Because the autopsy said something very curious that made me think, yeah, no, she didn't die from the explosion. Someone, hit her with blunt force trauma. Anywho, let's get in there. The bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. Bomb name, HH-3000. Operated by timer or with a remote. I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down. So even though the bomb was supposed to be disarmed, it somehow got switched on. Precisely. Activating the timer is very simple. 1. Connect wires. 2. Switch on timer. A monkey could do it. I am sure even you would be able to, Mr. Wright. What is with people calling people's monkeys? I guess this makes you the blue monkey in this barrel of fun, boss. I'd now like to begin my cross-examination, huh? What? Mr. Tonate, what is that? HH-3000, aka a bomb. A bomb? Great googly moogly! Yarg! Mr. Tonate, I demand that you disarm it this instant. You know, as far as... Oh my god, he's good. As far as expressions go, Great Googly Moogly is really up there. It is so good. Disassembly complete. 5.3 seconds, 0.2 seconds short of my personal best. Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I am not exactly a spring chicken, you know. This is an exact replica of the HH-3000. Whoa. It is used to practice disarming bombs. Disarm equals success. Explosion equal failure. The practice explodes? An exact replica of the bomb that exploded, is it? So that's what it looked like. Can that really fit in this stuffed doll? How large is it? I submitted a photograph of the real bomb taken just before the trial. Oh. The countdown timer's cracked. Huh. Dimensions, 10 inches height, by 10 inches width, times 10 inches depth, I think. Weight, 12 pounds. A perfect replication. Sorry, this all caps in yellow is throwing me off so much. Your bomb does appear to be a very good copy indeed. Yes, however, I could not replicate the detonation mechanism. It has a very puzzling wiring setup. It is regrettable I could not replicate it.
Witness, that's enough. There's no need to replicate anything here.
Bomb updated in the court record.
And now, if the defense would begin their cross-examination... Where has Miss Psyche's gone to?
Oh, she got scared. Athena, you can come out now. Okay, Mr. Wright, let's get to work. I guess you were pretty scared, huh? Well, what? I don't know what you're talking about. She was about to bolt. Hey, put a sock in it, Widget. As transparent as ever. Now, let's see, where were we?
We were at the cross-examination.
Oh, cross-examination, of course.
She seems disoriented. I wonder if she's alright. Maybe I should ask Athena if she remembers how to cross-examine to help her focus.
Nah, she'll be fine.
Nah, no need for that right now. She'll be fine.
I'll do everything I can to help. If you can't find any contradictions, and you flub up too often, don't be afraid to ask me for help.
I'm not gonna flub up too often.
Press Y when the option to consult with me appears.
Oh.
I'll let you know where I think the suspicious statement is.
Is that a built-in help thing? Nah, dude. I'm too good for that. Sounds good. I'll be counting on you if I get in a bind. Alright, it's cross-examination time. Hell yeah. Looks like I have 5 pips of health, as always. Huh.
The bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence.
Hold it!
You say that you disarmed the bomb, but are you really sure it was disarmed?
Absolutely. I can disarm anything. In a flash.
Oh, in a flash.
That looks more like dismantle than disarm to me. Oh, pardon me.
Let's see. Is there any chance you could have forgotten to disarm the bomb?
Impossible. I do not make rudimentary mistakes like that.
They say to err is human. Although the jury is still out on this guy. What jury?
If you must know, Mr. Wright, according to the court's own records, the fact that the bomb had indeed been disarmed was officially confirmed.
Huh. I guess I can rule out the possibility that he forgot to disarm it. Could you talk about the bomb in a little more detail for the court, Mr. Tonate?
Certainly. Bomb name, HH3000, operated by timer or with a remote.
Hold it!
What was the approximate size and weight of the bomb? That stuff, yeah.
This information is also written on the photograph.
Oh yes, here it is on the back. According to this, the case is made out of alloy plating 5/16 of an inch thick. That certainly sounds like one thick and very heavy bit of metal.
I bet if I dropped that thing on your foot, you'd be hopping.
If you dropped that thing anywhere, I'd be hopping for the nearest exit. Very well, I believe the court has heard enough about the bomb itself. So, Mr. Tonate, you were keeping an eye on the bomb. Where were you watching it from?
I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed.
Hold it!
Why? Why were you in the gallery?
My duties may have been over for the moment, but I wanted to keep watch. Even though the bomb was disarmed, you can never be too careful. Explosive devices are very dangerous things.
Oh, how admirably responsible of you. A model to be emulated.
I practice disarming bombs every day. I practice assembling them too. Disarming part I get, but assembling them? Well, I'll have you know that I practice presenting evidence every day myself. I see, but do you ever practice having evidence presented to you? Presented to me? What? No, Then you cannot very well call yourself a professional yet, can you? Wow. Oh, that does it. I'm gonna start practicing having evidence presented to me every day. And you better drink some coffee, boss. We're gonna be pulling an all-nighter. I don't think that will be necessary. Or worth either of our time.
So, Mr. Tonate, what did you witness from the gallery?
I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down.
Hold it!
You saw it counting down clearly with your own eyes. I'd hardly think a timer as small as the one on this bomb could be seen from the gallery. These goggles help me see very small things clearly from very far away. I can even see what you had for breakfast by looking at your tie. Why do I suddenly feel like a bug under a magnifying glass? I guess it's possible he saw the timer if he was wearing those goggles. But could it have counted down? It's broken. I'm not so sure. There's something that just doesn't sit right with me. Huh? I don't think I follow. The bomb was completely hidden inside the stuffed animal. So well concealed, in fact, that it didn't even look like a bomb at all. So you're trying to find testimony that conflicts with the evidence, right? That's right. Listening carefully to Mr. Tonate's testimony is just the first step. After that, it's a matter of taking a look at any evidence that seems relevant. Remember that you'll open the court record when you go to present something. If you find evidence that conflicts with a testimony, present it. I know more than you. Let's see. This testimony is about when the bomb went off, so I think the state it was in at the time would be pretty important. A bomb that didn't look like a bomb because it was inside a stuffed animal, huh? Yeah, that's probably more... I think I was overthinking it. I forgot it's inside the stuffed animal at the time. No one knew it was a bomb. It was hiding in plain sight. You saw that the bomb's timer was counting down. But... it was hidden inside the stuffed animal. So how's that possible? You can look for details, yeah.
Objection!
That is a good objection. So you say you saw the bomb's countdown, is that right? Of course, I clearly saw it counting down to 0. And I say that you are clearly lying. What are you talking about? There is no way you could have seen the bomb's timer. After all, the bomb was concealed inside a stuffed animal. Mr. Tonate, how can you claim to know the bomb was about to go off when you couldn't even see the timer? But that... Oh, button mashing. What? No!
That does seem like a glaring inconsistency indeed. Witness, how do you explain this?
Well, Oh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You found a contradiction right off the bat. Always remember, Athena, when you find an inconsistency in a witness's testimony, there's always a reason behind it. It could be a lie, a hidden meaning, a secret. Whatever it is, it's up to us to dig it out. And pointing out every contradiction we find is the best way to do it, right, boss? Now the question is, what can we dig out of Mr. Tonate? Well, let me see. No, there must be some mistake. Oh, yes, of course, I remember now. The sound, I knew because of the sound.
Sound? What sound?
When the timer of this type of bomb is switched on, it beeps softly. Beep, beep, beep. It is the sound of the bomb counting down.
A beeping noise, you say? I suppose it would be possible to notice that, even with the bomb inside the stuffed animal.
I simply made a mistake, my bad.
Objection!
How in the world did you hear such a tiny little sound all the way from the gallery? Listening for the sound of a bomb's timer is an integral part of my work. I constantly undergo training so that I will never miss it. I hardly think training would help you hear something so soft from so far away. What now? Are you making light of the fine science of disarming bombs? It is a solo mission that put my life on the line to perform. What kind of specialist would I be if I could not hear a bomb's timer?
It is pretty loud.
It's not like disassembling a toaster, you know. Now he's just showing off. You keep asserting that the sound was too tiny to hear, but the only tiny thing here is your skill as a lawyer. Being mistrustful is not an attractive quality, you know.
And you're just overflowing with attractive qualities, are you?
Or perhaps you have some proof that Mr. Tonate did not hear the sound.
Well, no, but it still seems totally suspect. But it's going to be really hard to prove that he didn't hear something.
It is such a weak gavel sound.
If I have this correct, the prosecution's argument is that someone reactivated the bomb before it was brought into the courtroom. What I don't understand, Mr. Payne, is why you believe that person to be Miss Woods.
That's simple, Your Honor. Mr. Tonate happened to be there when it happened. He was there when the defendant rearmed the bomb.
What's this now?
It happened before the trial started. It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb. We brought the bomb to the lobby for the defense. Bomb equal evidence. The lawyer wanted to see it before the start of the trial. That'd be Apollo. Looking for a chance to get at the bomb, Miss Woods was already there in that lobby. Her goal was surely to rearm the bomb and steal the remote switch.
What, the tail?
The remote switch.
That looks like a switch.
Yes, the switch that controls the bomb remotely. Duh. It has been missing ever since the incident.
Huh. So why couldn't you find it on Miss Woods?
Let's look at that. I am partially to blame. I left the bomb and remote on top of the transport case, and they were rearmed and stolen while I was talking with the lawyer. The defendant then used the remote from inside the courtroom to start the timer.
Objection!
How can you assert so unequivocally that the bomb was rearmed in the lobby?
Objection!
The bomb was safely secured in the transport case.
That's heavy duty.
The only time it was outside of the case was in that lobby. And therefore, that was the one and only opportunity anyone had to meddle with it.
Well, Mr. Tonate was present at the scene when it happened, so he could have done it. Someone other than Mr. Tonate could have opened the case and taken the bomb out.
Impossible. The transport case is assigned exclusively to me. Do you see this number here?
Yeah?
That is my identification number. And I have the only key that can open the case.
Okay, so you're the only one who could have ever done it. Nevertheless, Mr. Payne's assertion is nothing more than conjecture. You have no proof that it was Miss Woods who stole the remote switch.
And by the same token, you have no proof that it wasn't her. But what I do have is a piece of evidence that proves the defendant handled the bomb.
Oh, that tail!
5 minutes, 24 seconds, 2.3 deciseconds. The defense's advantage lasted a mere 5 minutes.
Oh, shut up, Von Karma. Ugh, talk about a rotten hand. Oh, is that it? Do you think that's a reference to when he was a card dealer? I'm onto you. That's sneaky. As long as they have her fingerprints as their trump card, I'm at a big disadvantage. It appears we will have to hear from the defendant herself once more.
I wholeheartedly agree, Your Honor. I would like to recall Miss Woods to the stand.
I trust you have no objections, Mr. Wright. I'm worried about her condition. We do need her testimony. On the other hand, I'm not sure I want to make Athena mad.
I can read your feelings, you know, boss.
Guess there's no hiding from her, huh?
Don't worry, I know we need her testimony. But if anybody picks on her again, they'll pay.
Guess she's already at anger level 1. Is this a thing?
Don't worry, I'll stop the proceedings before I let anything bad happen to her.
The defense has no objections, Your Honor.
In that case, I will take my leave. But before I do, there is just one more thing, Mr. Wright, is it?
Me? Yes?
Dismantling bombs is my job. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try.
Oh, this guy is hiding something. Just know it.
Now, if you will excuse me.
Bailiff, please go out to the lobby and bring back the defendant. Oh, hang in there, Woods.
Junie. Hi, Athena.
She looks even worse off than before.
Don't worry, Junie, we're here for you. Thanks, Athena, and I'll do my best too. You blew up the courtroom because you bear resentment against the courts, correct? No, of course not. Cough. What's that you say? I can barely hear you. I haven't done anything wrong. This prosecutor's scary.
Objection!
What an impudent little girl. Stop acting innocent and tell the truth.
This is getting ugly.
You rearmed the bomb because you wanted to blow up the courthouse. Admit it. That's why you went to the lobby where Mr. Justice was, isn't that right?
Mr. Wright, can I go give that prosecutor a smack? What? Of course not. Do we have to review Courtroom Manners 101 again? Oh, this is not the first time it's happened.
We can't let a creep let bullies innocent girls like this get off so easily.
I haven't forgotten about how he treated you.
Don't worry about me, just help Junie. Her heart's crying out. She's so scared, so very scared.
Looks like Athena's picking something up with her heightened sense of hearing. Huh? And it sounds like this time it's the voice of Miss Wood's heart.
Don't deny it. You stole the remote switch and used it in the courtroom, didn't you?
Objection!
Your Honor, please put a stop to this. Mr. Payne is badgering the defendant.
Yes, Miss Woods does seem quite frightened. Mr. Payne, I ask that you behave more like a gentleman.
But don't you know, Your Honor, there's no more a gentleman in this world than I. Ugh, as if a gentleman, or even a gentleman, would behave like he does. Don't let that rude ruffian win. Athena, sniffle. How dare you call a gentleman such as I a rude ruffian? I'll have you know I attend a manners class every Saturday. I'm more than just a mere gentleman, I'm a genteel man. Ugh. Not when you're terrorizing a young lady, you're not. I'd demand my money back from that manners class if I were you. I should probably be the adult here and stop the two of them, but...
Mr. Payne, that will be enough.
Certainly, Your Honor. No further questions. Let's move on to the defendant's testimony. Miss Woods, please share with the court what you were doing when the bomb went off.
You can do it. You can do it, Junie.
Well, that day, I was watching from the gallery. The bomb went off, and rubble started falling. It fell on top of me.
Yeah, why would she put herself in the danger zone?
Junie's clearly in pain, being forced to recall the bombing like this. She can't even get her words out.
This isn't going to work, so what now?
Hey, wait a minute.
Even if she can't vocalize what she wants to say, we can listen to what's inside her heart.
Okay, this is actually starting to sound like a game mechanic coming up here.
Yes, now's the perfect time to use Athena's power.
Oh boy.
You can hear it, can't you, Athena? The cries of Miss Wood's heart.
Yes, and they sound incredibly strained. She's so scared, I think she could collapse at any second.
Athena has a unique ability, you see. With her finely tuned sense of hearing, she can hear the words of a witness's heart. In essence, she can sense how...
Oh no, I just don't... I get it. I get what the monkey jokes were going for. It's like that, speak no evil, see no evil, hear no evil, or whatever. That's not the right order, I think, but... Apollo his special talent is looking with his eyes to see fine details and the subtle postures and movements of people to see their true inclinations. Athena seems to have the superpower of hearing very good. She hears, and that leaves Phoenix, the last monkey remaining, being with the speaking power. He's an expert wordsmith and knows how to get out, talk his way out of any situation. I get it, and also, of course, seeing, hearing, and speaking no evil is quite fitting for people who defend the law and all that. Oh man. I get it. I wonder if the game's gonna be more blunt about that. Like, that's pretty subtle. A pretty subtle thing they're setting up, but I get it immediately. In essence, she can sense how a person is really feeling from the tone of their voice. Guess it's all up to Athena and her special ability now. Athena, I want you to use the analytical psychology you studied, and listen to the testimony of Miss Wood's heart. Okay, boss, I'll give it a go. After all, this is the whole reason I put all that effort into studying analytical psychology. Off gets. Let's do this. Did she speak Spanish earlier? She gonna cycle through the languages? Huh. So your holographic thingamabob can show us how Miss Woods is feeling, right? In a nutshell, yes. The emotions and images that I picked up on just now while listening to your testimony, I can enter all of that into Widget and use the mood matrix to analyze them.
Mood Matrix, that's a good name.
These mood markers here reflect fluctuations in Junie's emotions. When she feels happy or is enjoying the memory, the happy marker will light up. When she feels angry or frustrated, the angry marker will react. When she feels sadness or is frightened by a memory, the sad marker will blink. And when she feels surprised or confused, the surprised marker will let us know.
Uh-huh. I mean, you would think this would be incredibly obvious just by looking and listening to someone, but...
So with your special ability and Widget's mood matrix program, we can track how Miss Woods is feeling as she testifies.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's if her internal feelings are contradicting the way she's acting or what she's saying. I get it. Talk about the wonders of technology. Yep, now let's give it a shot. I'm picking up on some kind of discord or noise in Junie's heart. See here? This is what the noise looks like in the mood matrix. It's a result of inconsistencies between her testimony and her feelings. If we can pinpoint these inconsistencies, the noise level should drop. Okay, it's time to listen to Miss Woods' true testimony.
Huh.
Well, that day, I was watching from the gallery. The bomb went off, and rubble started falling. It fell on top of me.
Why in the world would you feel joy from that? What?
I think I have a good grasp on Junie's emotional state now. This power of Athena's is incredible. And I've seen an unexpected emotion that's inconsistent with the content of her testimony.
What? Already?
It fell on top of me. Look at this. When she says it fell on top of me, the happy marker is reacting.
Well, look at that. That is odd.
There must be a reason for this contradictory emotion. We just need to do some digging. When you find an unexpected emotion, you'll first need to pinpoint it.
Oh, like pressing it.
And then select the unexpected emotion or reaction from the 4 mood markers with the A button.
Alright. Huh. Hello?
Got it!
I'm not sure how I selected it, but I feel like I'm playing a cross between Simon Says and Super Princess Peach.
Widget is registering joy when Miss Woods recalls the rubble falling on her. There must be a reason for this unexpected emotion. Miss Woods, as the rubble was falling, was there also something that made you feel happy?
Oh, what a psychopathic question to ask. Could you imagine the perspective of everyone else in the courtroom as Phoenix just asks that with no context?
Oh. What? Cough? Mr. Wright, the feeling of happiness is spreading throughout Junie's heart. Keep going on this point, and I bet Junie will start to calm down.
Great. Let's hear what she has to say.
Just as I was about to escape the courtroom, the bomb went off, I was so startled. I tripped. And then rubble started falling on top of me. I really thought I was done for. But just then, Apollo came and rescued me.
Aww.
Apollo? He used his own body to shield me from the rebel.
So that's when he sustained those injuries.
How do you feel, Junie? Did talking about Apollo give you some courage? Yes, Apollo is, just like the sun, strong and bright and warm. Just talking about him makes me feel like a leaf undergoing photosynthesis. And see, your coughing stopped all of a sudden. Oh, you're right. Thank you, Thena.
Huh. Partially calmed down, I guess. Looks like we were able to draw out some new testimony.
Pretty neat, huh? But there's still some noise left, meaning there must still be some discord in Junie's heart.
Huh. Guess we'll have to keep going then.
Let me input this new information and update the mood matrix, and it'll be good to go. You remember what to do, right?
When I find an unexpected emotion, I should first pinpoint it.
That's right, and then you select it from the mood markers with A. If we can find the reason for the discord in her heart, then we should be able to draw even more new testimony out.
Yeah. Huh.
I tried to run, but I was too slow. Before I could get away, the bomb went off. I was so startled I tripped. Then rubble started falling on me. I thought I was done for.
Huh. She felt sad that he did it. Interesting.
But then Apollo came and rescued me.
God, that's annoying. Okay, there, now I can select it. I'm not sure that was working before. The unexpected emotion is sadness. You should be happy and surprised to be saved, not sad.
Got it!
You were happy when Mr. Justice rescued you, weren't you?
Yes, I was really happy.
But was there also something you felt sad about at the same time?
Sad?
The reason I ask is, when you were describing how you were rescued, we sensed a little sadness too.
Oh, I think it's probably because of Bum Rap Rinny.
What? Bum Rap Rinny? Riney? Well, what do you know? Something new. What?
That's right, I brought my stuffed animal, Bum Rap Riney, to watch the trial with me.
I'm sorry. No, this was... Phony Fanty or something like that? It sounds like you're talking about a rhinoceros. Interesting. Yeah, Phony Fanty. Yeah.
Bum Rap Riney and Phony Fanty are brothers.
Who knew that the legal world could inspire a whole line of merchandise? I feel like the only explanation here is that Phoenix is doing everything he can to suppress the knowledge of the Blue Badger.
I had Bum Rap Riney with me while I was watching the trial. But it wasn't until Apollo saved me that I realized I'd lost him as I was running away. My poor Riney, a victim of that terrible bomb. Oh, I know. You can see what he looks like in this poster.
Huh.
It's for the campaign to eradicate fake evidence and false charges.
Phony Fancy and Bum Rap Riney, huh? Nothing against the campaign, but why an elephant and a rhinoceros?
Mr. Wright, I don't sense any discord in Junie's heart anymore.
Huh. This mechanic could get really interesting. Very simple for right now, but yeah, this could lead to a lot of intrigue. So I guess that means we managed to draw out all of her testimony.
That's right. I'll just make an update with the new info and we'll have the whole picture. So, do you think her new testimony will help?
Absolutely. I don't know what I would have done without you, Athena. So Bumrap Riney was in that courtroom when the bomb went off. Now that we know that, it changes the meaning of that other piece of evidence. All I have to do is present it at the right statement. Huh. So I can't actually press, can I? No, I can't. Interesting. Well, that keeps things brief, I suppose.
I was watching from the gallery with Bumrap Riney. I tried to run, but I was too slow. Before I could get out of the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled I tripped. Then rubble started falling. I thought I was done for. But then Apollo came and rescued me. That's Junie's complete testimony. Not bad, huh, Mr. Wright?
I should focus on the new statements Miss Woods made. The existence of Bumrap Riney should turn things around in our favor. It changes the meaning of a certain piece of evidence we already have. All I have to do is present it at the right statement. Yeah, so... the bomb was inside the elephant, not the rhino. Oh, right. Yeah, this tail. This must belong to the elephant, right? Yeah, look at that. It's the same tail. It's from the same line of marketing merchandise. Yeah, I could absolutely see, like, just handling the tail and nervous fidgets. Like, I do that all the time. Like, I curl the bottom of my shirt when I'm feeling nervous, or if I'm wearing shorts, like the edges of my shorts. So I believe it. Let's present. I think it's this.
Objection!
Miss Woods, I know this trial has been very hard for you, but you can relax now. You are, without a doubt, innocent. Mr. Wright, what wild assertion are you making now? My wild assertion is simply this. The two stuffed animals were mixed up. The tail the defendant's fingerprints were found on wasn't that of phony Fanty. It was the tail of her gallery companion, Bumrap Riney.
Objection!
What? What nonsense is this? I concede they're both stuffed animals, yes, but they're completely different characters. An elephant and a rhino. They're as distinct as a defense lawyer and a prosecutor.
But are they really so different? Both defense lawyers and prosecutors strive to protect the peace through law.
Even elephants and rhinos have some similar characteristics. They're both gray, for example.
Anyway, this poster is all I need to prove my assertion to be true. If I may direct the court's attention here, you'll clearly see how the two got mixed up. Ah! So, going by the reticule that briefly showed up, I think I need to aim with the tip of the finger. So I think it's that.
Take that!
Well, would you look at that? The two tails are exactly the same. Yes, exactly. The two stuffed animals are based on entirely different animals. But the design of their tails is exactly the same.
Ugh!
Oh. I knew that hair was fake. Order? order in the court. As long as the possibility exists that the tail belongs to Bum Rap Riney, we can no longer consider it to be decisive and proof that the defendant handled the bomb. As things stand, I consider the charges against the accused unsubstantiated. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Payne?
Oh, yes, of course, Your Honor. Oh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You turned things right around.
Yeah, it's not over yet, but at least we managed to hold out this long. I believe that brings our proceedings for today to a close. Mr. Payne, I'm afraid you have some serious investigating ahead of you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well, let us reconvene tomorrow. Court is adjourned.
I don't buy it.
Wait, really?
What? Oh, okay. Shoot. Huh. That was so exciting, boss. We did it. True to form, you managed to just barely pull it off at the very last moment. True to form? Gee, I never knew you had such a glowing opinion of me. Thank you for everything you're doing. You did great, Miss Woods. You really stuck it out. And you got really brave at the end, just when we needed you most, Junie. Thanks to you, we were able to turn things around. Well, you were the one who gave me that courage, Thena. Really? Thanks. So, be honest, was I any help at all? Oh, she has such great faces. Of course. Without you, we would have never gotten out of that tight spot. That's good to hear. I may still have a lot to learn, but you can bet I'm going to give it my all. I'll be so good that, one day, you'll call me your partner. That's what I like to hear. Analytical psychology. The ability to solve the riddles of a person's heart. Athena's true potential is beginning to really shine through now. Hey, where's Apollo anyway? Huh, good question. I almost forgot about him. Wow, that's mean. I assumed he'd still be here in the lobby. Oh, I know. Maybe he's still in courtroom number 4. Courtroom number 4? What would he be doing at the scene of the explosion? When I came out to the lobby to rest, I told Apollo about Bum Rap Riney. I told him I dropped Riney in the courtroom as I was trying to escape before the blast. And then Apollo said he had an idea where Riney might be, so we went to take a look together. Huh. I guess Apollo can be pretty nice when he wants to be. So you went looking for Riney together before you were called back into courtroom number 5? Yes. I'd had some time to rest, so I was able to go and look for him. But then they called me into courtroom number 5 to testify. Apollo insisted on staying there, though. With all those injuries, I wonder how he's managing. I think Apollo might have figured something out. Huh. Wonder what it was. He told me, I'm going to look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper. Just maybe he found some new piece of evidence? Anyway, we better go and get him. Good idea. Huh.
Where are you, Apollo? Trial's over for today. Come on, I know you're... No.
He must have fainted, right? That looked like... Oh... Oh, come on! Alright, on one hand, I'm liking how many anime cutscenes there are. I hope they stick around. It's not just a special thing for the intro case of this game. If there's like 2 or 3 for every case, that'd be just wonderful and splendid. So I'm going to say this. If Apollo is actually straight up dead, I'm going to be really upset. I will. But for now, I hope this is just like that time that Phoenix got brained with a fire extinguisher. And nothing more. This isn't exactly how I envisioned the second day of this trial to start. But given how things ended yesterday... Good morning. Well, spill the beans! What happened to him? The mood sure is tense. Not that that's any surprise. Oh, hey, did you read the paper this morning, boss? Huh? The paper? That came out of left field. You didn't read it? Then you don't know the big news. Somebody spotted an abominable snowman way up in the mountains. No, that's just Sister Bikini. Don't be mean. Tell me you know the difference between a paper and a tabloid, Athena. It might show up in the forest where you live, Junie. So you better watch out, okay? You really should read the story for yourself. I couldn't even begin to do it justice. Justice? Oh. Huh? Oh, poor Apollo. It's all my fault. Sniffle. Athena! Sob. Oh, Junie, what was I thinking? I'm so sorry. How about you brighten up? What happened to your sunny disposition? I could be here all day if I did that. What we found yesterday was not Apollo's dead body, thank goodness. Oh, thank God! He'd been assaulted by someone with a blow to his head and was lying unconscious. We rushed him to the hospital right away, and it looks like he's going to pull through. But it was still quite a shock to stumble onto a scene like that. Is Miss Woods all right, Athena? Well, I managed to get her to stop crying. Now she's resting on that sofa over there. I guess she really feels responsible for what happened to Apollo. Poor Junie. She believes that the reason Apollo was attacked is because he was helping her look for something in that courtroom. Oh? Guess I can see why she'd think that. By the way, how are you doing? Who, me? Yeah, you. I know you're concerned about Miss Woods, but are you all right? Me? I'm doing just fine, boss. I mean, yeah, it was a huge shock, but I'm all right. People who've studied analytical psychology are great at times like these. After all, they've learned how to control their own emotions, too. Somehow, I don't think it's as easy as she makes it sound. But there's no denying she's a real trooper. Apollo doesn't remember a thing, does he? Oh, he woke up. Good. Yeah, he can't recall anything from the time right before he was assaulted. Nothing about what he was doing in courtroom number 4, or who assaulted him. The doctor said it's probably due to that hit he took in the head. Assaulted in a court of law and losing your memory at that. I know how that feels. Hey! I was talking about that with the fire extinguisher and everything. But who in the world would do such a thing, huh, Mr. Wright? Ugh, just wait till I get my hands on the coward who hurt our Apollo. Now, Athena, I thought you said you were in control of your emotions. Let's just focus on helping Miss Woods, okay? But I admit I'm just as upset as you. Okay, boss, you're right. Apollo's assailant can wait until after we clear Junie's name. That's the spirit. Now, let's see. I better check the court record one more time before the trial starts. Earth to Mr. Wright. I'm ready whenever you are. All right, let's get ready to rumble. You bet. Hell yeah. With everything that happened with Apollo, I didn't have time for a proper investigation. I can't let that stop me, though. I have to get this right for Miss Wood's sake, and Apollo's too. Day 2. Court is now in session. All rise. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Juniper Woods. And by right now, I mean next time, okay. So, it seems pretty obvious to me that the man behind the detonation of the bomb clearly is the one who hit Apollo in the head with that stone, that bit of rubble. He had time to do it after he was excused from the witness stand and left the courtroom, presumably. So does that mean he was actually fearful that Apollo would uncover some specific thing that would tie him to the bomb? Maybe it has to do with like the code on the crate. If that sequence of numbers, the special code for Ted Tonate, was on the bomb that detonated on some scrap of metal, that could tie him to it. Though I don't imagine why he would make a bomb that had his incriminating code on it. I don't know. Just theory crafting, Huh. But yeah, what I'm really interested in knowing right now is what is Mr. Tonate's motive? He clearly wanted some kind of revenge on the court. But why? Or maybe it was simply a matter of disrupting whatever trial was ongoing at the time? I don't know. Well, if my past history with this franchise is anything to consider, then I think we might be halfway through this intro tutorial, so this is a long one. Yeah, this is more like Great Ace Attorney levels of length. Those two games had some pretty dang long tutorials. Well, yeah, what else is there to say? I'm enjoying my time. I feel really sad for Apollo, but I'm glad he's not dead. That'd be such a waste. Like, I won't lie, I have heard rumblings, sparse details that, like, generally when these games were coming out, Apollo was not well received as a character. Personally, I loved him a lot. I was super excited to see more of him. I was like, yeah, this guy deserves having the torch handed to him. But yes, I have heard that. I think feedback may have had them like go back to having Phoenix have more of the spotlight than maybe they were planning for him to have, you know? But we'll see how that all plays out. At any rate, I like Phoenix. I like Apollo. I'm liking Athena too. She's, you know, So often you don't see characters in media, female characters in media, who make weird faces all the time. I like that Athena is so expressive. It plays into her shtick with, like, emotions and everything. She wears her heart on her sleeve, or more accurately, around her neck, I suppose. And yeah, she just makes weirdo gremlin faces and is great. More of that for ladies in media. That's nice. Yeah, I guess we'll have to rely on whatever Mr. Payne uncovers. He was going to be investigating himself, as the judge ordered, so I guess he'll present new testimony. Maybe Tonate will come back as a witness by Payne's own will? Or maybe Phoenix will uncover something and, like, no, get this guy back in here. We need to question him. So I guess we'll see. In the meantime, this has been more Dual Destinies. Thank you. I'm Zephyr the Jester. Thank you for watching. And hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.